Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Edson Barboza versus Sodiq Yusuff. Sodiq Yusuff hasn't fought in a little while. It's been a while. 11 months, 4 weeks. It'll probably be about 12 months, almost a year since Sodiq Yusuff has fought. Probably by the time he fights, it will be a year. That's a little weird to me, to be honest. Edson Barboza just fought 5 months ago, destroying Billy Q, even though Billy Q was gaining momentum. Just call it a vicious knee. Vicious knee. This fight's interesting because Sodiq Yusuff being 13-2 and Barboza being 23-11. Obviously, the veteran is Edson Barboza. Average fight time is 10 minutes and 15 seconds for Sodiq Yusuff. Edson's is 11-17. That is a little interesting to me. Because Edson Barboza, this will be his 35th fight, has a little over 11 minutes. Sodiq Yusuff has 15 fights. It's just about a minute less than Edson. You know, with all the finishes that Edson Barboza has, you'd kind of think it would be a little bit less than that. 15 finishes out of his 23 wins, 13 by TKO or KO, 17-11 in the UFC. Has been grounded by a couple of opponents like Dan Ige, Bryce Mitchell, even though he beat Dan Ige. Paul Felder was able to ground him a little bit. Khabib was obviously able to ground him a little bit. Michael Johnson was able to have some fun with him. Again, it's an interesting fight simply because of the fact that Edson is so explosive. And when I mean explosive, I mean, he hits people sometimes, and it's like, what in the world was that? For example, like when he fought Shane Burgos, back and forth, dropping Burgos. Burgos looking good, and then he gets dropped again. Burgos' chin looks great, and then he gets dropped again. And then he hits Burgos with his right hand, which he, I think, previously hit him in the second round. And Burgos is like, I'm going to eat it. He eats it, and then he's like, I'm going to back up and be knocked out now. I was like, that's weird. One of the weirder, kind of scary KOs I've ever really seen. He was actually scheduled to fight Ilir Topuria. Thank God that didn't happen for Edson Barboza. But it is a little interesting fight because Barboza, they have him at plus 140. Underdog, minus 165 favorite for Yusuff. 30 and 37. Like I said, 4-inch reach advantage for Edson Barboza. So, oh yeah, you would think Barboza would have a lot more finishes than he does. Like, quicker finishes. Does have a lot more fights, as we said. You know, beat Burgos in the third round, beat Kevin Lee in the third round, beat Beneil Dariush in the second round, beat Evan Dunham in the first, beat Rafael Oliveira in the second, Lucas Martins in the first, wheel kick against Terry Adam in the third, Mike Lulo in the third, first before that. So he is a guy that does generally take a little bit of reads in that first round. And that's a little interesting to me, like I said before. Strikes landed per minute, 5.29 for Sodiq Yusuff, 4 for Edson Barboza. Again, picks his shots a little bit more than Yusuff because the cardio base isn't crazy there for Edson Barboza. Striking accuracy is 49-44. But again, Barboza has more finishes at 13 finishes. You know, Sodiq Yusuff, you know, he has 6 wins by TKO or KO. Edson has 13 by TKO or KO. And actually has, 2 submissions? Edson does? I believe Edson has 2 submissions. Yep, 2 submissions. So, okay, you know. 49%, like I said, accuracy for Sodiq, 44 for Edson Barboza. Strikes absorbed per minute, 3.65 for Yusuff, 4.12 for Edson Barboza. Defense, 57% for Sodiq Yusuff, 58% for Edson Barboza. Takedown average, 0.18, 0.38. So I guess Edson Barboza really goes for a little bit more takedowns generally in his fights than Sodiq, and that's crazy to me. Takedown accuracy is 12% for Sodiq, 44% for Edson Barboza. Takedown defense is better for Edson Barboza at 75%, 70 for Sodiq Yusuff. So really, stat-wise, Edson should try to use grappling against him. No, that's just ridiculous. Sodiq Yusuff's 4-1 in his last 5 fights. When Edson Barboza is 3-2, grounded by Bryce Mitchell, lost a striking battle to Giga Chikadze. Did again beat Amir. Americani. Marquand Americani. That's his name. So again, very interesting matchup here. You have the Grizzly veteran. The thing that I really like in this fight for Edson Barboza is you see when he fights Billy Q for Edson, Billy Q lands 84% of his head strikes. Edson lands 61. Billy Q lands 19 of 42 at 45%. Edson Barboza is 21 of 33, 63%. So he doesn't throw as much, but in that matchup, he landed a lot more. But the biggest question, or the biggest thing, if you go back and you watch that, is the pressure. At distance, landed at distance, 94% for Billy Q, 90 for Edson Barboza. This is an interesting fact. I wish it would show control, knockdown for Billy Q. That was the one that was obviously the knockout. No takedown successful for Billy Q, but he was adding that in there. I don't even know how much he was trying to go for an actual takedown. Control time, 39 seconds for Billy Q. Again, it shows a lot that you can't go square in for takedowns on Edson Barboza. Now, if you go to a fight where he lost against Bryce Mitchell, what was Bryce Mitchell able to do? He was able to make Edson miss a lot, 11 of 19. It's only missing 8 strikes, but Bryce was able to hit him 14 out of 18 times. Okay, 3 of 4 for Edson Barboza, 7 of 9 for Bryce Mitchell. Bryce was able to close that distance. At distance, Edson was 15 of 36, 9 of 18 for Bryce Mitchell, 25 of 29 on the ground for Bryce Mitchell. Very interesting because Bryce Mitchell was able to get takedowns in this one. This is one of those fights where Edson was actually taken down. Sodiq Yusuff is not really that type of guy. He's going to be faster. He does have some power, absolutely, for sure. But where I want to see the significant strikes, I don't care about that. Yeah, don't care about significant per rounds. I guess it doesn't really matter. It was 30-27, 30-26, and 30-25 for Bryce Mitchell. He's 4 for 4 for his takedowns, 182 of 209 total strikes landed, but he had 11 minutes and 28 seconds of control time. Right here, 1 of 1 in the first round. He had 2 minutes and 48 seconds of control time. He was actually able to drop Edson Barboza. Only time he dropped him. Only time. Landed 2 takedowns of 2 takedowns, 100%, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. That's 19 seconds into the second round. He controlled him on the ground. Third round, he gets 1 of 1, 3 minutes and 59 seconds, damn near a minute into the third round. He gets him down again, and he dominates him there. 57 of 73 strikes. It doesn't say ground strikes because, of course, it doesn't. Round 1, round 3. Ground strikes, 11 of 15 for Bryce Mitchell. 7 of 7, 7 of 7, round 2 and round 1 for Edson Barboza. Now, see, what that tells me a lot is that when you are able to get him down, you can do a lot of good things. You have to be creative with your takedowns. Sodiq Yusuff really is not that guy. Now, something I really want to see with Sodiq Yusuff is his loss against Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen, more of a striker. We already know this for sure, But Arnold Allen, 2 of 5 with takedowns. Only averaged 40% of it, but he had 5 minutes and 9 seconds of control time. Submission attempt by Sodiq Yusuff. He landed significant strikes at a pretty good rate, 41%, 47 of significant strikes of 113. Total was 79 of 164, 26 of 68 for Arnold Allen. Again, if you just looked at this, it doesn't do a great job of explaining why Arnold Allen won this fight. It was a 29-28 all across the board. You look at the per rounds, round number 1, 10 of 28, 13 of 30, significant strikes percentage more for Sodiq Yusuff. 3 of 16, 8 of 24 to the head, probably for Arnold Allen. It doesn't say takedowns because on the ground, Arnold was 1 of 1 strikes. It doesn't say takedowns because, again, of course it doesn't. Round number 3, Sodiq Yusuff was 16 of 30, 53%, 2 of 6 for Allen, 9 of 27, 10 of 28, rounds 1, rounds 2, 35 and 33% for him. Sodiq Yusuff, 43% and 33% for Sodiq Yusuff. Arnold Allen did pretty well in those areas. Body, distance. He did get a knockdown, I seen. Yep, for Arnold Allen. Like I said, only 2 of 5 for takedowns, but it doesn't say where these takedowns, what rounds it had happened. I would assume it was rounds 1, rounds 2, and then round 3, Yusuff came alive and did very well in that. Now, strikes landed. Yeah, so Arnold Allen was 71. That landed percentage. Better bot in the clinch. So I like Edson Barboza in this one. I think the cardio and the ability to hurt Sodiq is a little bit better. You see when he actually fights like a guy like Shayman Moraes, he was able to knock down Shayman Moraes. He had 1 knockdown. Significant strikes was 73 to 54. When he fought Suman Mokhtarian, finished him in the first round, 2 minutes and 14 seconds into that one. And again, this is another one where he hasn't fought a whole lot. No takedowns, 57% of control for Sodiq. There's not a whole lot here. I like Sodiq. The issue for me, and it has been for a little while, is the consistent time that Sodiq got a knockdown here. Sodiq got a knockdown here. Sodiq got a knockdown against Mike Davis, Shayman Moraes, Gabriel Benitez. Arnold Allen was able to knock him down, but there hasn't been a whole lot of guys to knock him down, and he has a lot of outputs. What's SL? Significant strikes landed per minute, 5.29. Takedown accuracy is 12%. Takedown defense is 70. Striking defense is 57. Significant striking accuracy is 3.65, like we talked about a little bit earlier. 49% in striking accuracy. Again, if you pair them up with each other, he is the more accurate guy. But who hits harder? Edson Barboza. I like Edson. I think he's a little bit faster. I think his kicks are going to be something to watch out for. And I think Sodiq has to be very careful not to do the same thing over and over and over again. I'm going with the old dog. I'm going with the OG, Edson Barboza, baby. Let's smash it. Make sure you guys let me know what bet you're making. And as always, subscribe, like, comment. Peace.